I thought you weren't going to speak to me anymore.
Well, yeah, I'm sticking to that, but I want to clean up that voicemail that you left me about Brian and what he did to you, allegedly.
Well, what's there to clean up? I told you everything in the voicemail.
You leaving that voicemail was a big allegation against Brian. And if he's to ever come back into my life, I need to know what's true and what's not true.
I want to see my grandchildren. Before anything else, I just want to see them. I want to FaceTime them if I can.
You lost the right to see your grandchildren after you took me to court and tried to take them away from me. Anyone who tries to take my kids away by force does not get to see them anymore. Now, what you said about Brian in that voicemail, alleging that, he came on to you, is that true? Or is this just your way of trying to get me to talk to you?
Yes, everything that I said in the voicemail is true.
So you're saying that the man I shared a life with, the father of my daughter, would come on to you inappropriately, say inappropriate things, do inappropriate things with you, with that right behind my back?
Yes. Behind your back, Brian would flirt with me, and he had no regard for cheating on you, and he made me uncomfortable.
Did it ever cross the line of being physical in any way?
I'd rather not go into detail and talk about these things. It still makes me uncomfortable and triggers me at times. But yes, there were instances where he did get physical.
You were always so forthright and bold and fearless when it came to accusing him of whatever and making it known that you did not like him. So why now is this coming out that he did these things? Why you never shied away from disrespecting him or putting him down in the past in front of me, in front of him. Why is this secret coming out now to me?
I was afraid because Brian lived in our home, and I didn't know how he would react if I went to you or someone else, so I just kept my mouth shut. And that's when I started to do the background check and found out what I found. And it just proves that I was right all along about him. But I will say that it messed up my mental health, and that is why I broke when you got back with Joey. That's why I took you to court.
I'm struggling here because I don't want to diminish what you're telling me. But at the same time, I'm skeptical because the timing of this really makes me feel like you're saying all this to diminish the severity of trying to take my kids from me. And you're using this as an excuse for your behavior.
Miranda, living with that brute, Brian, for so long and worrying about my safety and keeping that secret from you really did a number on me. And the second that you started to get back with Joey, I just lost it. And that is why I took you to court and tried to take my grandkids. Because if you were with a man like Brian, then I could only imagine what it was going to be like living with Joey and him being around my grandkids. I just couldn't bear it.
This just doesn't seem like something I can't fathom this on Brian's behalf. This is one of the last things I could have ever expected out of him.
Miranda, sweetie, did you think that those allegations from his girlfriend would have come up? Did you think that the manslaughter charge would have came up?
How do I know you're not just making this up out of desperation? You can never see your grandkids again. You're not going to talk to me again. This seems like a desperation move. Does it not? If you were in my shoes, how am I supposed to take your word over his?
Because, Miranda, what do I have to gain by telling you all of this? This is very disgusting and embarrassing for me to have to tell my daughter. I have nothing to gain to lie to you about Brian. I don't expect you to forgive me for anything.
This doesn't change what has happened between us. It doesn't.
I know you hate me for what I did, and I lost against you in court, and I am not entitled to my grandkids. But every time that you deny me of my grandkids, just remember the number that Brian did on me, and what caused me to do all that. You know me, I would never have taken you to court under any other circumstance, but maybe I needed a little help mentally. Again, it doesn't change anything, and you're not seeing my kids. You're just not. So you're not even sorry that the man that you had a second child with harassed me behind your back and made my life a living hell? That is why I was so mean to him. That is why I put the nanny cams up. If he was capable of acting that way around me, what would he have done with you? If this is all true, and it's happened under my nose, behind my back, without me knowing, in my household, then I am sorry you had to go through that because of him, and that I wasn't aware of it. But I still do not forgive you for taking me to court and trying to take my kids away, something that my mother-in-law never even did. Not forgiving me. It's funny how quick you are to forgive Joey for everything he did to you, just because he was diagnosed with some mental health issues, and you'll sit around and shower Gabby with compliments and help her because she had her mental health issues as well. And everyone gets to have mental health issues, including your mother-in-law, and they get a pass and forgiveness. But me, your own mother, nothing. Well, Mom, I guess I'm just a terrible daughter. Guess I'm just the worst. Oh, what is that? You being smart? Because I always used to say, oh, what a horrible mother I am. You're using my line against me. Yeah. Whenever I had a disagreement with you, whenever I tried to talk to you rationally growing up, it was always, guess I'm just the worst mom ever. It was never an actual discussion. And we're both at this point. We're at this point where I'm so upset with you and so filled with, I hope it's not hate, but so filled with something that you're telling me these things about Brian, and I feel bad, but I don't feel as bad as I should. And I guess that just makes me a terrible person, right? Go ahead, say it. Say I'm a terrible daughter. Say I need help. This everyone else does, so go ahead. Oh, now who sounds like they're giving a guilt trip? I am sorry that, again, if it's true. But I have to go, Mom. Don't worry, I'm not looking for a long conversation. I just want to let you know that there are still some of my possessions at your house that I want to come and pick up. I will be 5 minutes. That no longer. Yeah. Okay. Well, can I say goodbye to my grandkids? I know I already did, but now that I know that you're really not going to talk to me, even after I opened up my heart and told you what your second baby daddy did, I'll call him whenever I want. I don't care. I will call. Hey, yo, baby. With all this stuff with your mom and Brian, it made me think of something that I even had the thought a few years ago, but just didn't think nothing of it. Can I ask you a question about your mom? Yeah, what's up? Over the years, when you would talk about your mom's age and she would bring up her age and stuff, I always thought y'all were like joking around, because, you know, sometimes women like to make themselves younger as a joke, you know, like, oh, I'm still 20. But, yeah, I did the math, you know, she says she's 48, you're 34. Did she, like, get pregnant with you when she was 14? I don't really want to talk about that. I don't really want to talk about my mom either. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, but did that mean that actually happened? Because, you know, I was talking to her dad, and he didn't seem like the type of person I think you mean my dad. And from what she told me, and always told me, that they were the same age. She told you they're the same age, right? But you never verified that. No, I never verified that because he left me when I was 13. I really didn't care about the man. You know, I blocked him out. Don't really care about their age, my age difference with her. She's not in my life anymore. Right, alright. I didn't mean to, like, upset you. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to snap at you. Just my mom pissed me off because now she's gonna come here later today and pick up the few things. I thought she took everything with her, but apparently she's still got things in the house. So she's traveling 6 hours, and I just hope she doesn't stay long. I don't want to deal with this woman. I told her I never wanted to see her again. Later today, you know the caseworker is coming today, and I'm gonna be at work. You okay with your mom coming here like that? Today? Damn, you're right. I should have told her tomorrow. Alright, baby. Why are you so stressed out? Are you alright? You need help with something? You want me to take over with Junior? Or I don't know. You good? No, you have to get ready for work. And I'm just upset also because, like, I called her to see whether or not she was lying about... I just wanted to read her, you know, see if I could tell if, you know, she's making things up with the whole Brian stuff. And I don't know. I can't tell. It really upsets me now that I have to wonder whether or not Brian was inappropriate with my mother or if she's lying, and it just muddies everything. This is just me trying to, like, be a decent person. I know it just complicates things by me saying this or throwing this out there, but why don't you ask him? Get a feeling. You know, maybe you could tell if he's lying better. Wait, are you actually urging me to call him and ask him, like, talk to him? Hey, I don't sit around like wishing y'all would be talking, but I know that if I want to stay in your life and I want to be a decent person for you, I told you I can't run from this man, and I'm trying to just face things head on. So I'm not going to stand here and say, like, don't question him about something like that when it involves your mother. It seems like the right thing to do is to ask this man, hey, did you inappropriately do this with my mom? And yo, I also don't want to sit around wondering whether or not this man is coming back, or, you know, for Charlotte, you know. I'd rather just know what's happening here. I never thought I would see the day that you recommended me to talk to him. I really appreciate that. It really shows me that you're trying. But I don't think you have to worry, because, you know, he left that last voicemail saying, like, he needed to think and, you know, don't contact him, sort of. That's the way I read it. As much as it would be nice to know what the hell he's doing with our daughter and what his intent is one day, I'm not chasing after him. I refuse to chase after anyone and leave them multiple voicemails, even if these allegations are out there. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know, baby. You know what? Tell him you're gonna call the police. That he was inappropriate with your mom and he shouldn't get away with it. Maybe that'll get him to call you back. It was just a suggestion. Also, like you said to me the other day, you don't talk to him, you don't talk to her. Do you need to know the truth? That's another thing. Maybe you're just looking for problems at this point. But I don't know. I'm okay with whatever you do. And I'm just sorry that you have to deal with something like this. I love you. If something happens with the supervised visit or something, with your mom, just call me and I'll come home. You and me had a pact. No police. No getting the courts involved. No, we handle things as a family. And I'm not chasing after someone who left me. I don't mean that in like a negative way. I'm not trying to put him down. But again, it is what it is. I'm not gonna leave multiple voicemails for someone that doesn't want to talk to me. And in terms of my mom, you know, if she hadn't taken me to court and tried to take my kids away,
maybe I'd want to help her more. But right now I just don't have as much sympathy as I should. I want the rest of today to go well. That's all I'm thinking about. I just want her to come, leave, and that's it. That's what I'm focused on. Get whatever things that you have left in this house. Do not go near your grandkids and leave. Make it quick, in and out.
Really? This is how you talk to your mother?
I'm not being rude. I'm just telling you what it is. I told you I didn't want to talk to you anymore or see you anymore. So go get your things and go.
Why are you whispering?
Because the caseworker is here and I don't need him knowing my drama. Okay?
I'll be quick. And don't worry, I won't dare go near my grandchildren. I'm sure that sentence makes you happy.
Oh, hi. You must be the caseworker.
Yeah, and you must be Miranda's mother.
Yeah, I am Miranda's mom. I'm only here for a couple minutes because she's barring me from seeing my grandchildren, so I have to be quick.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. She does seem like a very protective mother. I don't want to get in between you guys. I'm only here to focus on who lives in the household.
I just wanted to let you know, as her mother, I'm a very concerned individual. And I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't care about my grandkids. It's why I tried to take custody of them to begin with, but her mental health is a real big issue. I don't think she's fit to watch these grandkids. Believe me, I wouldn't have gone to court if I didn't think otherwise. You mix that with Joey, and it's just, she's hiding a lot of mental health problems, that's all. And I think it's something you should note. There's also prescription medication that she's not supposed to have in her bathroom. I don't mean to be a snitch, but just letting you know, since you're on the case.
Yo, baby. 24 hours at work. I don't even know if that was legal, but it's definitely a record. And I definitely made a lot of money for us. I got you Chipotle. Like, I ordered it from Uber Eats. So I know you're probably stressed from yesterday and watching the kids and stuff. Baby? You alright?
The caseworker found medication that people are supposed to have a prescription for in the cabinet that doesn't belong to me, but he thinks it's mine, and he thinks I'm misusing it.
What do you mean prescription medication? They found that? It ain't mine. Everything that I've been prescribed from people, it's in my bag. I carry it with me. I leave nothing here.
They upped the level of risk for this case now, and they're sending me to counseling therapy. I'm mandated to go talk to people now.
Because you had medication in your cabinet? They're gonna send you to therapy for that?
Yeah, and he mixed it with the flinching in the report and the other observations he's made, and the fact that I recently had amnesia and needed to be evaluated, and how I'm back with you. It's just a perfect storm of making me look like I'm an unfit parent, mentally.
Well, that's BS. I'm sorry about that, baby. But on the other side of the coin here, you did always talk about going to therapy. You know, after all your pregnancy stuff, you've always wanted to go to therapy. It was me who held you back from that.
And I go to therapy on my own terms, but now I'm worried about going to therapy and slipping and saying something that, I don't know, incriminates me or makes me look bad or unfit to take care of my kids. Now I have to walk on eggshells when I talk to a therapist.
It's not gonna get to that though. What are you gonna say in therapy that's gonna raise red flags?
I think you're freaking out over nothing. I just want to know where the medication came from. Why was it in my cabinet? Babe, it's not my medication. I swear to God. I swear on Junior's life. I don't even know what medication you're talking about. But you really think that I would jeopardize anything from the court case, from being with you, from redeeming you think I would risk any of that for some pills or something? Can you blame me? Every day you're talking about how upset you are and how sad and numb you feel and how bad the medication they put you on is, how you can't cope, and you haven't been drinking or smoking or anything. I don't know. You were never able to cope in the past. So what, you think because I don't smoke or drink anymore, you think I'm secretly just doing stuff and I happen to leave it in your medicine cabinet? I don't know. I can't think of any other explanation. Your mom was here yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. Sorry, I didn't sleep. Your mom was here yesterday, coincidentally picking up all her things. And then you're telling me after she left, they found medication and suddenly want you to go to count. She did something. She planted something. Just seems a little far-fetched. I don't know. And I was watching her most of the time. So you don't believe me? I just wanted to come home and spend time with you. I thought we were gonna have a good night. I'm just upset. Because I thought this caseworker stuff was going to be 1 or 2 visits. And now it's become something, and I'm under a spotlight. Everyone says that my mental health is screwed, and that I need help and all this, and I feel fine. No one ever stops to ask me if I need something, and now I'm being ordered to go to counseling. Maybe you could benefit from counseling if you're flinching around me. I flinch around you because you're... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just a little worked up. When the Chipotle comes, you could eat mine or you could put it away or something. I'm gonna just go to my apartment, let you cool off. Joey, I don't want you to go. I'm sorry, okay, maybe my mom did plant it or something. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I swear on everything it wasn't my medication. I mean that. I'm not lying to you. I don't know what else to say.